Hey guys, it is very dark mainly because I am filming this at midnight in my car. But there's some things I wanted to share with you guys. And if you noticed the date in this little corner right here, no, I am not crazy. I have not forgotten what year it is or maybe what month it is, depending on when this goes up. I'm not a crazy person. I am filming this very far in advance. My hair is probably going to be different by the time that this video goes up anyway, so who knows what you will, like, if that gives it away, or if you think I'm just a crazy person that randomly changed my hair and didn't make, like, a whole video about it. But yeah, I'm a surrogate. Surprise! I'll get into why I decided to do surrogacy later on in this video. I want to start off by saying that I decided that I wanted to share this entire experience with the internet, because there's so far in this journey, not this journey, I don't know what that is. In this journey, I have seen two very distinct groups. It is either the group that paints it through like a rose tinted lens, and they're like, it's beautiful and amazing and everything about it is perfect. And then there's the group that's like, this is exploiting low income women and is awful and is just like slavery, blah 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 blah. Which, like, I have a lot of issues with that take on it. I'm gonna be very upfront about that. I do have a bias because I think that that's like a very far out there and absurd take on surrogacy. But I'm not like everything's perfect and wonderful either. I'm very much so like, this is a beautiful thing that people can do for other families. There are some negatives, and we'll discuss all of that, because this very first video, I wanted to share why I decided to step into surrogacy and what the process was like, signing up for surrogacy and what I had to go through to become a surrogate, because there's a lot. There is a lot. So this video is all about why I decided to become a surrogate. The next video in this series, I'm recording a few tonight because, truth be told, I debated for a very long while on if I was going to put this out there and share this, and if I was just going to keep it kind of like secret, or if I was going to make a whole series on it. Obviously, I decided to make a whole series on it. So there's a lot of things that I didn't film that I should have filmed that, like, we're here now. There's also things that, like, when I was debating it, that I filmed and then deleted because I was like, I don't know if I should share all of this. So now I'm re-recording things, and I'm going to record a bunch of videos tonight and edit them slowly over time because I'm a very tired person. But I wanted to dedicate this first video to being a more introductory video. So here's my plan. Introduction video, right here at number 1. And then we're going to come down a little bit, and the second video in this series is going to be, like, the process of, like, what I had to do to go through surrogacy, to become a surrogate, everything that they had to do, what that process looks like. And then following that video is going to be just kind of like a rant that I have filmed like 7 different times now. My hair has changed in all of these ones. You are getting the most recent one that I've actually, like, that is the first video that I have filmed for this series, because that rant is about one of the negative things that has happened since then. So obviously this is an introduction. So we're going to be talking about what led me into surrogacy and all that fun stuff. Hopefully you guys decide that you want to stay and kind of come on this journey with me, because again, I'm going to share all of this journey And now that I have actually decided that this is going to be a thing, I am going to record more in the moment things. But for now, a lot of these videos I will be within this car right now talking, because I just want to get these all out here so that way I know, that way I can keep my order while I remember my order, because I will forget. I am very scatterbrained, and also I'm about to be pregnant, and me as a pregnant person, very forgetful. I couldn't even remember English a lot of the time. Like, I forgot I forgot mashed potatoes at one point in time. Like, just the words mashed potatoes. And I tried to vividly describe mashed potatoes to somebody, and they were just staring at me like I was an idiot, because I was at that moment. So, gotta capture the things that pregnant brain does to me. So, things like that. Basically, this is going to be a very interesting series for me, because I've already filmed a lot on this channel as a pregnant person, and I don't know how much of my videos are public by the time that this video goes out. Editing them has been taking me a very long while, but I have to edit my ex out of stuff, out of respect for his privacy, because I talk about that relationship a lot, and at the end of the day, I still don't want it to affect his life, because people have to live. People gotta work. People gotta be able to do things in life. It's kind of hard to do that if people know who you are in a negative way. And I'm not trying to do that, because at the end of the day, this is very off topic, and I'm sorry for that in advance, by the way. But at the end of the day, I have no ill intent towards him. He's the father of my children. I will always care about him as the father of my children. I'm just not a big personal fan of him. I don't like being alone in a room with him. I don't want to keep all of his skeletons in my closet anymore. So out of respect for him, his identity is being kept very private on this channel. So family and friends that are watching, honor that. Anyway, back to what I'm actually here to discuss. Surrogacy. Yeah. Fun stuff. It's actually very interesting. Now, I stepped into surrogacy for very specific reasons. Obviously, some of those reasons are the financial benefit of surrogacy. This contract that I signed, again, I want to share everything. This contract that I signed has me making, at a minimum, $40,000 off of being pregnant and having a baby, and then handing it to the parents that are genetically related to said child. But that's a minimum. $40,000 at a minimum. So, to me, as a single mother of 2 children right now, that's a life-changing amount of money. That's a down payment on a house. Which, I'm going to be real, financially speaking, that is the goal. To get this down payment on a house, to offer my children true stability. That $40,000, I'm planning on saving 30 of it and living off of just 1,000 of it a month, because you get about 4,000 a month. That's how they break it down. 10 months of pregnancy, 4,000 a month. That's how you get your 40,000. So every month, my plan is to put away 3,000 of it, and then have 1,000 to live off of, because I still have to live and buy groceries and things like that. And once I'm doing surrogacy, because right now I'm on food stamps and things like that. And once you're on that, once you're making a certain amount of money, obviously you can't use government assistance anymore, which makes sense to me. Obviously, I don't want to exploit that system. 1, because it would be really bad for me legally, but 2, because I just don't want to do that. Morally, that's not my jam. So this whole process then turns into, well, I am burning up. turn the AC on because I don't have the car actually running. That makes sense. I'm gonna open this door. Hopefully, even though they're really loud for me, hopefully it's not too awful on camera. Anyway, so there's this, like in Colorado, I'm looking at mobile homes. Mobile homes that I can buy and own. It's not the nicest house, but that's what I could put a nice down payment on and afford off of one income for a family of 3 easily. And that's an obtainable goal because houses are expensive as hell, especially when a lot of your income has to go to your children, because children are also expensive as hell. I can buy a mobile home and be steady chilling, be fine, everything would be good. Like, if the money that I make, if less comes in for a month, I'm not going to be like freaking out, etc. So obvious financial gain, right? Like, that's a no-brainer. But also, every doctor told me every time that I had both of my boys, you're so good at having kids, you could have like all the kids in the world, like your body's great at this, like this is something your body is exceptional at. I'm exceptional at giving birth. My body is great at it. I would hope so. That's what my body was made for. Not me hating on women that have a hard time with pregnancy and birth. That is not me hating on any women that cannot do pregnancy and birth for any reason. That's me just saying, like, when you hear that, it's something that's like, I would hope so. It'd be terrifying if you just had a baby and people are like, you should never have another baby again. Your body is destroyed and awful. Don't do it. That'd be a horrifying thing to hear. Just want to make it clear, that's what I mean. So it's something that I know that I'm very good at, that my body is very good at handling and capable of working through, which, is important, I would assume, if you're going to be a surrogate. Like, that is something that would be an important thing. But then there's also just like, surrogacy gives me the ability to help a family. And I'm working with an agency. I'm not going to share the agency that I'm working with, by the way. Just like a quick side note. Definitely never sharing the agency. Because if they're not happy about the fact that I shared as much as I did in any of this, I don't want any like hate being sent to them or like opinions or anything like that. Like, I want people to, like, if you're interested, you're going to have to do what I did and apply to a bunch of different agencies and wait to see which one accepts you, because surrogacy agencies as a whole, they all have different requirements. Like, there's the base requirements that you have to be a surrogate, and then there's like 15 million different requirements down a list that like surrogacy agencies as a whole like have on their own. I got very lucky. I found an agency that does not have a lot of crazy like requirements for you. They have like pretty much just the basic ones, which is nice, because there's some agencies out there that want you to have like a 9-to-5 job, which doesn't make sense to me, because I will give credit to the people that are like, it takes advantage of low-income women, because yes, people with a good 9-to-5 job that are making money, that are steady and stuff, not a lot of those people are signing up for this. I'm definitely not signing up for this because like I'm doing so well financially. Like, I will give credit to that part of it. Yes, the women that are signing up for surrogacy are women like me. We're not doing that well financially. This is giving us a leg up for something financially. It's helping us get ahead where we want to be at financially. But at the same time, some surrogacy centers require you to be better off financially. That is a thing. I know I was rejected by several agencies for not making enough money. So, there is that. But like, the agency I found, they very specifically work with women and families and couples that like have health issues, that can't have kids, that need surrogacy to have a child. And I know that there's opinions on, well, why don't they just adopt, etc., etc. I find that it is not my place to question that. I find that it is not my place to pass judgment on that, because at the end of the day, one, I'm a Christian. It's not my place to judge. Two, I'm not in their situation. I don't know all of their values. I don't know what's important to them. And for some people, having a genetic child is important. And as somebody that has 2 children that are genetically mine, I will say and acknowledge there is something about genetically being related to your child that sits different in your heart and in your mind. I'm not hating on adoption. I'm not hating on people that, like step-parents and stuff that love their stepkids with all their heart, like their very own and stuff. Like, I'm not hating on any situation where, like, you have a child that is not genetically related to you. But when they are genetically related to you, like, that is you. That is, in some part, you. That's your blood. That is your face half the time staring back at you. Like, there is an aspect to it that makes it different. I'll say that. And so, to me, like, it's not my place to decide what's right for their family and what's not right for their family. It's not my job to determine if surrogacy is evil or not, because I don't think it is. I think it's a way to create families for people that want families. And I love that. I absolutely love that. And that's my stance on it. This video is going to piss off so many people. I guess we'll see how aggressive people on the internet can be by the time this video goes up, because at the rate we're going, I'm gonna get stoned to death by the end of this video. They're coming for me from the future. They built a time machine just to kill me. Fun! At the end of the day, you can't make everybody happy. You're gonna piss some people off. So you might as well just be truthful to you, motherfuckers. And on that note, I hope you stick around for the rest of the series. I'm going to record my next video right now because there's a couple that I need to get through and catch up. Don't worry, they won't all be just me summarizing everything in a car. I have to do traveling for this shit. Okay, bye.